If you've ever heard of the website or app OfferUp, it's like a Craigslist, but more like with your neighbors and stuff. And like, I don't know, people in your area, I guess. It is like a Craigslist. It's just different. It's set up differently. So OfferUp is this app, and I was on it because you know me, I buy all kinds of used shit. And I was just kind of looking at like furniture and stuff like that. And then I found this posted. And I was like, that's a really, really pretty palette. And I like looked at the price and it was $8 and I was like, what? And I ended up messaging the girl and I was like, hey, I'm curious about your makeup and I want to know, like, is it new? Is it used? Why is it so inexpensive? And I've never heard of the brand before, so I was just like, did she make it in her basement? Like, anyways. And I ended up looking online at Beauty Creations, like in the midst of her, waiting for her message back. Okay. First of all, sorry mom, sorry mama, sorry anyone who respects me. But I used to buy a lot of weed back in the day. Illegally. Before it was legal, okay? I had to wait till I was 21. It was legal in the pot shops and all that. But listen, when you pull up to meet and do an exchange, like I just felt like I was buying drugs. And even though I usually meet at OfferUp or like usually do the OfferUp exchange thing, like this isn't something new to me. I've like met up with people plenty of times. For some reason, this one was different. And I think it's because when I got out of my car, and I'm a tall girl, right? I'm a big girl. My first thoughts was, hopefully she doesn't think I'm going to hurt her because she was a little girl. She was a little Spanish lady. And I was like, hopefully with my lip gloss and everything, I don't look too threatening, you know? Well, long story short, she pops the trunk and she pulls the blanket from over everything. She just kind of takes the blanket off of her supplies in the back. And she starts opening up these boxes. And they were like legit boxes, you know, they said Beauty Creations and they look like pallet boxes, like if you were to buy in wholesale. That's why she said she had these, is because she's a wholesale retailer. So I don't know. It doesn't matter because honestly, she had like a legit Facebook page. She showed me like she had like a business card and stuff. So it seems like she's doing legit business. She just seems to get a cheap price on these because that's what I like to think. Because if not, I'll tell you, when I was looking in her trunk and seeing all this shit, I was like, some of my first thoughts were like, hopefully I don't get a sty in both of my eyes. Hopefully they're not counterfeit palettes. And hopefully they work. Because I was like, at this point, I'm only $8 in plus like some gas to get down to Everett, which is like miles away from my house. Doesn't matter. Dudes, it felt sketchy. But she wasn't sketchy. She was actually a really nice lady. Definitely going to buy palettes from her again. I'm not kidding. I'm going to be doing reviews on these because I'm actually really impressed with the glitter. I'm impressed with the greenish shade. Like, the dark one was not that impressive, but honestly, I don't have any green mattes, and this is just a nice, inexpensive, like, palette to add to my collection, honestly. I'm going to show you guys one more time what I have going on in here. I give it a rating out of 10 stars. I would give it like 7 stars, which is really fair, I think, because first of all, it fits really well in your collection compared to, let's look at some other ones. Like, it fits really nicely. It's small. It has, how many colors do we have in there? 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 15 shades in here, and they're all pretty unique. Like I said, I don't know if I said this actually, I don't own a single mustard shade, and I have some orange mattes, but I don't have this like warm, softer mustardy colored shade of orange. So I'm really looking forward to having that in my collection. Sorry I keep playing with my hair also. I actually used some chai spray. On a side note, I don't know how that shit is supposed to work because the first couple ingredients are water and alcohol. And in my entire life, I've never known of anything you use water and alcohol and then directly apply heat to and it's supposed to protect it. That's an off story. Anyways, I used it for the first time in a long time, and honestly, I used to use it when I was like a thought. So it gave me major thought PTSD when I used it today. So I just want to throw that out there. Now let's get back onto the palette. If you guys have not tried Beauty Creations, I would actually suggest them. And I know I only have that one palette, but if you go on their website, they have really good priced cosmetics. They almost remind me of BH a lot. They remind me a lot of BH cosmetics. They're competitive. The owner owns a different makeup company. It's Bella or something like that. I will have to correct myself, I'm sure, when I edit this video. And she wanted to create a line that was like high-end looking and feeling, but affordable. And that's kind of the same thing with BH Cosmetics, is there is a demand for high-end products for a good price, which I get. Like, how can it be high-end if it's a good price? But you know what I'm saying? Like, we want that performance, girl. We want that performance. So if you can still pay attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth and not my eyelash, I appreciate you. I need to trim these suckers, and I am going to throw this Kiss lash glue into the trash. It sucks, for me at least. So they are based in Los Angeles, California. It says cruelty-free on here. And, basically when I was looking up the brand, especially on YouTube, I could hardly find a single English-speaking video. So I do plan on buying more palettes, reviewing them, and giving some people who speak English some more insight. Because I think I found like 2 videos of people speaking English, because it seems like it's a Spanish or Mexican-owned brand. I don't know how to say that without offending a single person, which is not meant to be offensive. They're just, it seems like it's really popular. This brand is really popular within like the Hispanic community. And I have not seen a single YouTuber that I know of talk about Beauty Creations. So I was really intrigued. I don't know why I keep on looking at it, but it's really gorgeous. One of the colors in here does not belong, but I wanted to show you guys just some of the shimmers. I don't know. I can't tell if you guys can see or not. But look at that, you guys. I hope you can see. I suck at swatching on camera. But anyways, this color looks like it kind of just got put in there. It doesn't match with like the color story at all. It's like a unicorn, purpley, pinky, bluish vibe, and it just does not fit with this color scheme at all, but it's freaking gorgeous, and I'm not mad that they put it in there at all. It just doesn't go. So let's get to the story, okay? Let's get to the story. Like that. I don't think she's my friend. I don't think she's going to be my friend. But I do think that I'm going to be buying some more black market makeup from her. Like, I don't know if it's legal. I don't know exactly what all happened during that exchange, other than I gave her my money in a baggie. I don't know why, but I had it in a baggie. And I know I told you I didn't know why I had it in a baggie, but honestly, you guys, I had to put $1 of quarters in there. Okay.
Say what?
Didn't want to go to the ATM, okay, but that's why I had it in a baggie. So I gave her the baggie, she gave me the palette, told her thank you very much, told her to have a good day, hopped in my car, filmed a little vlog situation, and then we were off. And I feel good about it. Came home, told my husband, hey, mama got a new pair of shoes on her. And came home with this. So far my daughter hasn't got into it or anything, and yeah. My first thoughts were like, it's probably used makeup or something like that. And it totally wasn't. Bitch. Whoo. And when I told my husband, he's like, you're crazy. He's like, why would you want to buy makeup from OfferUp? And I was like, well, it looks brand new. I was like, trust me, I see a lot of girls on there that will try and sell a palette for literally $3 off. And they swatched it. They put their grubby little fingers in it, swatched it all up, and then still want pretty much the same price as a brand new palette. It's like, I'm sorry, but the second you buy it, take it off the lot, bring it into your home, I'm sorry, you're not going to get your money's worth out of that. Let alone you stick your fingers in it, girl. No. So, you guys, I'm happy. I only spent $8 and I'm like super thrilled. I'm glad that I got, I feel like I have like a connection now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I have a connection. It felt like, you know how you wouldn't call your drug dealer your friend because usually you just go over to buy like a bag of weed and the dude invites you to sit on his couch and then you buy it and then he like shows you all the different types of weed he has and then you can choose and then you hang out for a little bit and then you're on your way so it doesn't look so obvious, but you're still not really friends. You're just like you're like acquaintances, but you're closer than that because you have a lot of dirt on that person, obviously, but you don't call your homie drug dealer when you get like a flat tire or something. So you're not really like friends, you're just like close because of your, addiction or whatever. So I have to say my final thoughts on this. For just the eye look that I did, I think that the colors are pretty pigmented for what they are. For spending $8 for 15 shades, and I think it retails for like $11, which is not that much at all either. Like I just saved a couple bucks. But the matte swatch a little patchy or a lot patchy from what I noticed, but I didn't have any patchy problems with it going onto my eye. I noticed that if I would have blended this anymore, it would have gotten a lot more muddy, but surprisingly it didn't get muddy. It doesn't look muddy to me. I mean, mustard and green can get muddy if you blend it. I mean, that's just common sense, I feel like. The gold glitter that I have on my lid is phenomenal. It's beautiful. It has all these different undertone, like bronzy, greenish shifts in it. It's really beautiful, and it's just picking up that green next to it so much, and it just looks really pretty. My lip is bold as hell with this eye look, but I had to be extra today. I don't know how else to explain it. I just had to do it. Boys are playing in the snow. I had to clean the house, so I had to look extra. So I would definitely say that the metallic shades or foil shades, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't exactly classify on the site that I noticed, is they go on really pigmented, and so far I set this with setting spray and it's been probably 2 hours since I started filming this, and then 3 hours before that before I primed my eyes. So I've been having this makeup on for a while, especially the eye look, and it has lasted really well. I'm like really impressed, and I don't always say that. Even with the BH Cosmetics, I have to say that the BH Cosmetics like to, flake off a little bit throughout the day if you do not set them well. So far, I really like this, and I would suggest this. I would suggest this exactly how I got it too. I would suggest you hit up my girl Nelly. She's got the hookup. She had like, I want to say 7 different eyeshadow palettes in the back of her car, in boxes, like in their cases, it had like the little sheet over it. And if it's counterfeit, that makes me feel really bad for Beauty Creations, because they're doing it really well. The counterfeit people are really doing a good job ripping off their products. Hopefully it's not, because like I said, it actually works really, really well. And so far, as far as packaging and, I think that if it were bootlegged or something like that, it wouldn't, I mean, don't they just copy and paste the ingredients anyways? So I don't know how I would tell other than just looking at the packaging side by side, but so far, from what I've seen online, which I know is not the same, it looks identical. So, my girl Nelly, thank you. If you ever see this, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you look like a bad person by the things that I said. I make myself look like a bad person, and it's like one of those things you just go down swinging, everyone comes down with you. So, sorry. It's the way that I am. If you guys want to, see like a specific kind of content from me, let me know. I really love doing clay miniatures, and I just haven't had the desire to film that, but I've actually gotten lots of requests lately. So if that's something that you would like to see me do, leave me an idea in the comment, like some kind of a miniature, clay miniature you'd like me to see me make. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my sketchy story. I'm glad I'm safe. I'm glad I got to come home from that with, you know, and see my babies, and could have gone terribly wrong. And that's like something I was thinking of, like while I was parking. I was like, this could go wrong, and I think about that every time. But you know, with Stephanie's little 2 cents here at the end, like usual, if you ever feel the need where you are afraid of your life as a female, don't let it get to that. Conceal carry, baby. Conceal carry. If you don't have someone close to you that knows or can teach you how to shoot a gun, go get some training, go get some classes, buy yourself a really inexpensive gun that is small, that you can, you know, anywhere. Like, there's lots of places you could conceal on your body, especially as a female. And that can put you past your days of like ever being worried about your own well-being again, because if you have a firearm and you know how to use it and you know what you're doing, there should never be a reason to be afraid in those situations, I guess. I mean, I can't say you're not going to be afraid. Like, I hope and pray I never ever have to use my gun. But you got to know what you're doing, and stay safe. Ladies, like, stay safe. We got to protect ourselves before we wreck ourselves, right? So I hope that wasn't too useless for you. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna apologize because I keep on seeing my hair and it looks so smooth for the first time in forever, literally since I was 10. And I just like keep on getting glimpses, even though it looks not that good. I'm just like, bitch, it's so shiny. My mirror's right here, so I can kind of, you know what I'm saying. And now that I have nails on, I just feel like I want to wrap Mac Dre, like, with my hands. So, oh, here we go. Don't worry, I'm still in my neighborhood, so it's not that sketchy that I'm driving and vlogging, clogging. Hopefully I don't die. Fix my hair for her. Make her think that I'm, like, an approachable person without all the frizz and craziness. We just did like a little like change of plans. We're meeting at a different place now. I take it she's not mobile, and I am. So I'm gonna meet her at a church, and it seems safe there. So let's check it out. I'm super excited, you guys. If it goes well, I'm gonna feel really happy about getting an $8 pallet. If it goes bad, I'm going to feel not that bad that I spent 8 shillings that I have gathered on it, because I use pigments for my craft projects all the time. Sorry about the sun. Hey. So I don't know if anybody's watching me do this clog right now, but I feel incredibly uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go and we're gonna pick up the pallet, and I kind of want to see if she's comfortable with me like filming the exchange. We'll see how awkward I'm willing to get. Okay, you guys, let's see if I can hold you up for a second right here. Hold on. I think that's working. Oh, excuse me. So this is the palette that I came out here for, and she was a very sweet lady. It smells some type of way, but it's not like a bad smell. It's almost like a nostalgic smell. I have to swatch one. This is the one I saw this swatch really bad. when I did find a video online of this palette, but you can never really tell by a swatch. Honestly, I really firmly believe that. It's really about how it goes on the eye. So let me tell you guys how it went. It went really well. It wasn't as awkward as I thought it was gonna be. She was really sweet. She did not speak very good English. She was Hispanic, I believe is the proper way to say that, without offending anyone. I think I'm gonna create some really fun looks. I don't have any mustard colors, so that's honestly what really, what really got me. That was really a pigmented moment just now. And so basically what happened, you guys, I'm excited, was, holy smokes, look at that color. That is like unicorn. Ooh, super patchy, but you know what? I'm patchy, so it's not that big of a deal. She had palettes on palettes, and basically she did explain it to me that she did do wholesale stuff like this. Safety first, y'all. I'm not playing around here. She said that she did like wholesale palette stuff, and so she had all kinds of palettes in her trunk. And that makes me feel good because it's obviously something she does all the time. And she showed me her Facebook and told me to add her there and everything. And it just kind of seems like she's a wholesale retailer. So I think I'm gonna meet up with her again because there's actually some palettes that I really wanted and I had her show me. And I wish I would have got it on tape, but it would have been so awkward to be like, can I film you? So if I do this again, I am definitely going to film more as long as she's comfortable with that. But I'm really excited. I'm gonna go get some mimos, which is delicious Mexican food that probably is made without any kind of actual like health concerns, but you know what, they're open 24 hours. They have the best Mexican food for really cheap, proportions huge. So I'm gonna go do that. Thank you guys for coming with, and I can't wait to see if it gives me any kind of a sty or anything. But you see that moment there? Yes! So I'm looking forward to it, and I will be leaving Everett now after I get my mimos.